Hey, Farva.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Hey, is any of this sinking in?
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
You're dead. Dead.
What's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks? You mean Shenanigans? No. You're talking about Shenanigans, right?
Well, welcome to the 35mm podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Alex.
And today we are doing the greatest movie ever.
I know you're lying. I know. Everyone knows.
It's not even the greatest Boll movie ever.
Are you talking about Postal?
Sure, why not?
This is the only one I've seen, so I can't make a comment.
I only know of this and Postal that I know of that he's done. And though I saw Blood Rain, I saw Rampage. I think I saw In the Name of the... Okay, I've seen a lot of these then, I guess. Okay, let's go through it.
Oh, by the way, we're doing Alone in the Dark. Bear with us.
Okay, here we go. Well, we're in release order. How is he still getting fucking money? How is he still getting paid money to make movies?
Well, actually, he did by going through German tax evasion.
And that loophole closed.
How are companies still giving him money to make film? Like...
To make video game films.
Like,
yeah,
they're commercially and critically flops. Like, the only thing I've seen even close to making a good argument why is because two reasons is that one, the studios that makes games involved and they put some money behind it. And he's like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it. Kind of like a get the horse across the finish line in the situation. And two, the people funding it, it's typically their pet cat, like a producer's pet cat, and they want to get it done. So he's like, okay, cool. And he just pretty much shows up for a paycheck and gets it done. But God. And maybe for him, it's like an art, like Ed Wood from the 50s.
Or it's just a money laundering scheme.
that too.
So
how the fuck did he make 3 Blood Rain movies?
I don't know.
He was given money somehow, and he was like, oh.
Like, no, how the fuck did the makers of Blood Rain say, yeah, let's do this 3 times, man?
There was only one Blood Rain game.
Yeah, but they were like, we got to do that times 3 with shitty movies. I mean, shit.
Man, there was another. Oh, I'll be damned, there's only one game. But there is a franchise of sequels. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 sequel movies.
No. Like.
Video game?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, I'm fairly certain that is based on...
Oh, never mind. Comic books. I'm reading it wrong. They've just re-released this game like twice.
When was the second time?
They released it in 2020.
Yeah.
And then did it again for consoles in 2021.
Oh, so like not even that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it was probably better than Mortal Kombat on Nintendo Switch. No, I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
seen
seeing
those graphics. That's
those
bad.
Stupid memes of Mortal Kombat 1 on the
Nintendo
Switch.
Switch is only as powerful as a fucking 360.
Like, it's $70 for terrible, like, what the fuck? I can't even.
You're paying for a portable Xbox 360 game. That's what you're paying for.
So we have the Boll connoisseur Tracy here.
Here we go. So, House of the Dead, which I feel like this movie at times tried to be as well.
I'm sorry.
What?
House of the Dead. Alone in the Dark. Thanks to that. Blood Rain. In the Name of the King. Postal. Rampage.
I'm surprised you haven't seen his sequels or Auschwitz.
Oh, God.
Or Assault on Wall Street.
Assault on Wall Street?
I think I almost watched that. Assault on Wall Street.
It's got the dude. It's got the dude from Prison Break.
Dominic Purcell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's Legends of Tomorrow and Blade Trinity. He's Dracula in that.
Mm.
No, I got thrown a curveball here because apparently he did a movie called Dorff.
Yeah.
And it was given Best International Film at the New York International Independent Film and Video Festival. Like, the dude can apparently make a good fucking movie when he wants to.
But he just chooses not to.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew about that, but
yeah.
But like, I think I still own Postal.
I've never seen that.
I find that movie hilarious, bad but hilarious at the same time.
Oh, like
Like he
hilarious.
takes shots
bad.
at himself and his directing style in that movie as well.
Which is funny because he's come out swinging at fucking people for talking shit about his movies.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Held a boxing match and won against like what, 5 people? Something like that. But it was crazy.
Yeah, so I've never seen this movie. I don't think I've seen a Yui Boll movie except for like part of Blood Rain, and I checked the fuck out.
So you punished us like silencing. I know this movie's supposed to be bad, so we're going to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're a dick.
I am. You're welcome.
Well, now I have something in mind that I can tell you later. I think you'll be like, well, damn, payback's a bitch.
Payback is a bitch. Payback is a bitch. If you haven't got it yet, none of us are having fun with this movie.
I mean,
No,
I
I'm not.
tried to have fun with this. Like I tried to, and it didn't happen. Like
Mm-mm.
And I tried watching it last week and I got about 35 minutes in, and I was like, yeah, I'm done for right now.
yeah,
I finished it about an hour before we started recording.
I finished it. I did it Friday, and watching this movie, I sat there and watched it, and I was like, I just want to turn it off. Like it's not like I'm like, oh, this is bad, or it's like I just want to turn it off because I got other things I'd rather be fucking doing the entire time watching.
It was so boring. Like it wasn't just terrible; it was just boring, and I was like, man, what the fuck?
Boring, and the plot makes no goddamn sense.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like,
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
yeah. So in watching it, I felt like I need to subject myself to another 2005 video game adaptation movie and watch Doom, which is better than this one by a bit. But I know a lot of people like to rave on Doom about the first person shooter like scene of that, but it has the worst fucking scene in that movie. But yeah.
The worst scene in Doom would be the best scene in this movie.
Yes. And it's just the acting overall, like the actors don't even fucking be here. Like they're over it. It's wooden. It's not like when we watched Street Fighter where everybody's over the top with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Like
yeah,
this is
they
just
were
wooden. They're here to collect the check. They give zero fucks.
they were miserable. They were just fucking miserable.
Yeah. And bless Tara Reid, she's trying to make it all serious and just like, it's my big break. I can do it. And Christian Slater's like, yeah, no.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they were like, no, I'm good.
They were like,
I don't get it. Like, this movie should have never been made.
like
This movie is based off of a video game, okay? And based is carrying a lot of weight there, apparently.
oh yeah, because I did see that it did take some parts of like another Alone in the Dark game, but it's a new plot, baby. Let's go. Except it's really terrible.
Never played Alone in the Dark.
I haven't either. So none of us have played this game.
I don't even know if you can even play it now.
I mean, I did see that
it's re-released on Steam as of like 2020.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Apparently, it paved the way for other horror games. So
wait, are you talking about the originals or the one that came out after this movie?
Oh, the ones that were on Steam that are on Steam? Okay.
And it does not have a good review.
Oh, the ones after the movie?
Oh, apparently there's a reimagining from THQ Nordic coming out in 24.
I did see that on Wikipedia.
Fair enough. And the graphics, that looks like motherfucking Hopper. Watching the trailer.
I gotta see this. I actually want to see this.
Ooh, them originals.
They speak very I'm not even gonna try. This movie didn't try, so I'm not gonna try.
Oh yeah, Illumination. Yeah, that's the one that came out and everybody was like, it sucks. and boy, does it look like it sucks.
This movie is a trash game based off of a trash movie based off probably a trash game.
Well, I
Probably.
heard that like the original ones are good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they apparently paved the way for other horror games. I've never heard of it though.
I've heard of it. I just never played it.
I was about to say
I
like
was playing Doom and Wolfenstein
Yeah.
that's fair.
when that shit
Or
came
Resident
out.
Evil or
Yeah. Once Resident Evil came out, any other horror game could shut the fuck up at that
Yeah.
time.
I mean it changed the horror genre
Yeah.
Yeah.
until you get to the Dark Souls, which then you get this Eldritch Lovecraftian horror shit going on in that.
You got anything to add before we get into this?
I just want to say props to you going into a movie with Tara Reid as your lead female role, as your lead actress. Like that's takes some cojones.
In a serious movie, yes, I agree. But if it was like a rom-com, I'd been like, cool.
Yeah, but this movie's trying to be serious.
Yeah.
Keyword try.
I did say it succeeded, but yes.
And it failed.
We get a scroll. We get a Star Wars scroll
Oh yeah,
to start
and
out this fucking movie. And when I say a scroll, it is goddamn.
Like an hour, 30 minutes.
It's fucking half the
takes up-
damn movie.
yeah,
And-
like that's so
And a
funny.
voiceover to
Yeah,
read it to you.
like this
Was it-
move.
I was
Sorry,
about to say
go ahead.
I was about to say I was trying to look up who did the narrating, and I was like, is that Christian Slater, or am I just like imagining that?
It didn't sound like him to me.
It didn't
Okay.
to me either.
Sounded like
no.
that because they needed to come in at the like after test audiences were like, "What the fuck is going on in this movie?" They added this,
I was
Oh,
about to say you
for
probably
good
read my
reason.
notes. Yeah.
and their fucking 5-minute explanation
It didn't do shit.
didn't do
It
shit.
has nothing to do with the movie.
It's
Like
just like
it's a fucking audio book separate from the movie.
Yeah, and like talk about a hell of an exposition dump because that.
Yeah, I
goes
said right
nowhere.
here, holy fuck the exposition.
I mean, if it would have actually led to something though, I would have been like, okay, cool. But it doesn't. Because everything they tell you, the only thing you need to take away from it is Abakani. And that's it. Because that's the only thing you do is like Abakani's this fucking MacGuffin throughout the entire film.
yeah.
So, just a brief synopsis of what this fucking dude says. A lost Native American civilization opened a portal between good and evil, but then they disappeared. So, like they said, not my fucking problem. Something, artifacts are dangerous. Bureau 713 shut down the collections because this doctor we'll see later did it in secret. And then the voiceover fades away as it's ending the narration. But
It's
okay.
like great waste of my time, waste of like half of my adult life.
Yeah, like this.
It'd be like fucking episode, or it'd be like what random a new hope or something. And in a period of civil war, rebel starships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory.
But you have like
Against
you have actual David Prose doing the voiceover work for that instead of
the only time you ever hear his fucking voice in that fucking
Yeah.
movie.
like I mean that's it. But so
Oh, well, we're not done because then we get the credits.
Oh, yay. And it's like they just to me they look decent, but like I'm saying that very loosely. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, more words, but shiny.
See, if you want to do an opening monologue, do it like motherfucking Highlander. It's like, it is literally like 2 sentences long.
Yeah.
From the
And
dawn
then
of time we came, moving through silently in the centuries, living secret lives, and no one has known we're among you until now. Boom. Done.
this movie reminded me, it made me think they were trying to be David Lynch's Dune.
I still haven't seen that one.
Just like with the mom, I've seen chunks of it. But like just the monologuing, also like the aspects of like the lead actor monologuing through part of it as well, because it's like shit, we got to add more exposition because
Oh, yeah, because we not only have opening narration, we have fucking monologuing throughout the movie by Christian Slater.
yeah,
But of course, we do the credits. Then we flash back 22 years. I'm like, what are we fucking doing?
Before the credits, 22 years before the credits.
Yeah. There's this nun worried about children. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Well, this
Nah,
doc-
I was about to say,
19
she's
of them?
like, yeah, like 20 something. No, she was like, I guess skeptical because, I mean, you're probably about to say like the professor dude is like, I want to take some morphine.
but they show a kid run in the forest. They do the credits. And then they're like flashback 22 years later. But the kid running in the forest is from the 22 years later or ago, excuse me.
yeah.
Which the way the one doctor dude is like, it's not about a few children. And sounds like Cameron from Ferris Bueller. The way he talks in some of these scenes. It's not about the children. And it's like, God damn it. So you don't have your editing scenes are out of place, which get worse later. We do get a Scary Movie alum here as the sheriff.
What role?
As the sheriff.
I mean, what did they play in?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember.
Oh,
I just know he was in Scary Movie.
oh, okay. I thought you were being like a Scary Movie horror like alum, like he's in a different.
No. Scary Movie, actually, movie.
Okay.
Craig Brunansky. Great name. No. Great name is the character's name of his.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking serious? I literally burst out laughing.
His name, 80s Sheriff.
Oh.
No notes, y'all. Whoever wrote this, good job.
Yeah.
Could have just slapped a bill on there and nobody would have cared.
Yeah.
Especially a speaking role. But this is all apparently a fucking dream. Or something. I don't know.
Well,
Because it immediately cuts to Christian Slater.
no, the kid that was running is Christian Slater.
Right, but apparently that was all a dream.
Oh, I thought it was like a
Reminiscing.
flash. Yeah, I was about to say I thought it was a flashback.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
I don't know either. I was
So-
like, that.
When you see the kid in the substation is a flashback because you find out later in the movie that he was shocked when he was younger. That's why he's different than the rest.
Ah,
Yeah, and
I mean, I tried to like the movie. I
I was like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, I mean, you go ahead.
And yeah, this is Christian Slater. Late 80s and 90s heartthrob. Robin Hood. Prince of Thieves. He played Will Scarlet and tried at a better English accent than Kevin Costner. He did cameo in Star Trek 6, which was because his mom was the casting director.
Ooh,
Very good movie I like of his is Very Bad Things.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's very dark humor.
The only two movies I've seen of Christian, well, three actually, I could say, Heathers, this, and Fern Gully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which
did you
I
ever?
didn't know he was in Fern Gully. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he kind of had a resurgence lately with Mr. Robot. And most recently, he was Vance Maximus on Rick and Morty. The Vindicators.
Oh,
It's been so long since I've seen that.
This fucking kid beside him.
oh my god!
Fuck this kid, man.
If I were Christian Slater, I probably would smack that kid. Just shut the fuck up. Like,
He's like,
cheese
you know-
gives you nightmares. The only thing cheese does is give me diarrhea.
Read my coloring book. I think there's a vamp.
You shouldn't be
Vampire.
afraid of the. You shouldn't be afraid of the dark, because this movie has dark in it. I don't know. It's that's the part.
I
I
protect you from things that are dark.
I love Christian Slater's response here. He's like, I'm gonna scar that kid's brain.
Yeah.
And good idea. But real quick, we have to take a detour because this is another problem with this movie is that we keep cutting between scenes.
This
Like,
movie,
holy shit.
I was about to say this movie has literal ADHD. It just
Like,
jumps.
we go from one scene to another, we go back to the other scene, which okay, what the fuck ever. But we have to go to Ocean. We have to go to Ocean Gate now.
Yeah.
And then we have to go back to Christian Slater giving narration
Yeah.
in the cab because
Yeah.
you have to find out more about him because they forgot this shit, I guess.
They were like, "Oh yeah, right. He's a character, I think."
But then he immediately tells the cab driver who he is.
No, no pretentiousness at all. And it's never fully explained exactly what he's fucking doing.
Well, he's
Finding
like
artifacts.
Well, he's like,
paranormal activity.
well, like,
some
you
shit.
know, it's like the Doctor Strange telling Tony Stark, "I'll protect you, reality, douchebag." Like, that's kind of what Christian Slater says, but you see it with Doctor Strange. You don't see it with Christian Slater. Just kind of like, oh, I've got to take your word for it then?
Yeah.
I guess so.
And this cab driver is about one of three people I recognize in this movie.
I was about
Yeah.
to say he looked familiar, but
He's in Violent Night
As who?
as Krampus.
Crap.
As one of the bad guys.
I was about to say, oh, okay. I was like, really?
And then all of a sudden we have to have a chase scene because for whatever reason with another cab chasing them.
Fucking rip off Jesse Ventura.
And then we drive into a back lot where the car T-bones the other one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, you okay or something?
You
I'm
okay?
like,
Stay down. While another car comes to ram him.
And
oh, he's dead.
if you know anything about fucking cars, like, you get this like 1980 Crown Vic getting hit by a fucking Ford Taurus. Yeah, that's not gonna. That Ford Taurus would fall apart. It would be like, hey, you did more damage to your own car.
Man, these cars are like fucking Tommy Boy's cars.
Oh
Hey.
my god!
But this guy chasing Christian Slater climbs over as like some fence to jump down on him.
Yeah,
Like,
It's like some Call of Duty fucking bullshit.
and you
like they took that extra step for what? It made no sense. I was like, you could have just checked. You could have. I can't. This movie makes me
But
pain.
he just comes down like a double axe handle, like Stone Cold.
Exactly. I'm like,
and you get some weird fucking shots throughout this as well. Like, here's this random ass slow-mo scene. Oh, why? I don't know. I feel like doing
Oh.
slow-mo.
It was weirder to me whenever I see Christian Slater do a backflip from laying down.
Yeah, like from his back, because I was like,
He just like just magically jumped backwards.
yeah. And so, like, somehow Christian Slater has these superpowers as well.
Yeah,
Somehow.
and like for some reason that slow mo's when he takes the gun and the other guy throws the cop down. The wire work is fucking hilarious.
Uh-huh.
But this dude is on some like PCP or something because he's taking like fucking double tap to the chest.
oh, but he doesn't fall down miraculously because we'll get to that.
You don't find out until like an hour fucking later that there's something in this dude, this symbiote in him.
But it was
Yeah.
kind of fucking obvious too. It was like, oh, he's probably something's going on or whatever. Something like,
Well, I would have preferred it just be meth.
I mean, it was very reminiscent of the PCP scene from Dewey Cox.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just figured it was something like paranormal, but you don't ever actually hear anything
No.
about it.
But like as soon as that is over, like they were like, we have no more time to film here. Cut to the museum. And that's where we see Tara Reid.
And you know she's smart because she wears glasses and has
her
her
hair's tied up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she, a lot of teen comedies of the early 2000s, the
All the
American Pie
Pies.
series, Van Wilder.
Yep.
I have yet to see that movie, but I know what it's about.
She got like a sci-fi resurgence with Sharknado.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
She's done a lot of smaller roles recently, I think. Kind of like these kind of roles, like third, tertiary movies that would be straight to DVD or video now.
What? Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of someone. Who am I thinking? Oh, I had her confused with Amy Smart.
Oh.
I was thinking she was the one that was in Butterfly Effect.
I've never seen that either. What's that say?
Apparently she was in the episode of Saved by the Bell, the new class, which nobody watched after Zach and the team left.
Which sucks.
Oh yeah, she was in several episodes of Scrubs. Famously.
As who?
Dr. Cox's sister-in-law.
Oh. Okay, I was like, I vaguely like.
Wait, that cannot be. Wait, what?
What?
She played herself in an episode of The Boys?
That sounds about right.
Oh,
I think so.
Man, I sure don't remember that. Okay. But this security guard correcting the delivery guy.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, at least it takes your mind off your boyfriend, right? And he's just freely sharing this information with this delivery guy.
And he's like, what the fuck?
And it's like awkward dialogue too.
I mean, the dude's like trying to hit on her without being overly like over the top, but it's still very like, the fuck?
But the whole thing is that the person that she's like, they're being vague about who she's dating when it's Christian Slater. I don't know why they're doing that.
Because this movie's scary, spooky, ooky, so they gotta be vague with shit.
Back where not enough billionaires died at Ocean Gate, they're pulling up a box, which I feel they inserted the last 5 minutes between because they were like the last little bit since they left the ship the first time, it immediately starts right back here.
Yeah.
Like, just do the whole scene.
They can't do that.
No, but they're going to tell you about how stitious they are, and they're going to own Reese.
I mean, and it's a sci-fi TV channel ass production quality, dude.
And so, like, so he says, don't open that. You're going to release something on the world. They open it, obviously, and something gets released, but you don't ever finish to figure out what it was that was released, what it does, but somehow it ties into everything else that's going on and trying to make it understandable there. But they also tie in that being caused by like 3 other things. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they waited until night to open it.
Yeah. Of course, because everything bad happens at night.
Right. But these men are like, we got sledgehammers. Triple H is our favorite wrestler. Bop. When they turn on this doctor.
Oh,
Lord. Who is supposed to be like the major antagonist of the movie.
But somehow he survives.
We have to go real back, and we are spending a lot of time in Christian Slater's apartment.
I mean, what kind of apartment is this?
I don't know.
Like, it's like a fucking secret lair in a studio apartment. Just kind of like, yeah, here we go.
That's how you study things. You got to be in a secret lair in the dark. Well, sort of in the dark. I guess, because
He's kind of like got a warehouse room, or
yeah,
warehouse bedroom.
with just random shit in there.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of a little bit like Tia Carrere's room in Wayne's World.
Uh-huh.
Just a little bit. And yeah, we were dwelling a lot of time in here just to pad that runtime, to stretch it out. Because
Yeah.
we don't have any plot going on.
I was about to say, like, whenever the monster gets released, Christian Slater's like gets a fucking brain freeze because he drunk a fucking all syrup squishy from Quickie Mart.
It's a Simpsons reference, Tracy.
I feared as much and I didn't get it, so I just kind of wasn't listening.
But did you notice the computer program?
Yeah, I'm not a computer person, so it's like
No,
didn't
it's
pay-
made up shit. I didn't. If y'all saw the title of it,
I didn't see the title of it,
I
but it's
was about to say, what was the title?
he's looking at this artifact and it's called Anubis Glyph Reader 3.5, and I'm like,
That sounds like some fucking fan fiction bullshit.
oh yeah. But as soon as this box opens, he has his brain freeze, and
Yeah.
everyone else go into this mind trance shit.
And they leave the movie. Credits roll.
And this is a movie that came out in 2005. And there's one dude running a VHS video store.
I mean, they were still around at the time.
I was about to say that.
Kinda around at the time.
They'd moved the DVDs most at that point, but
Yeah, the last VHS came out like 3 years prior, man.
yeah.
So
I was a baby, so I wouldn't know. I was a
Your
little
dad
baby.
would know, though.
I know he would.
He had to make room for you by moving his collection of VHS tapes.
That I might have destroyed.
apparently there's a trap door in this gold box. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Because
But-
nothing makes sense. So like any sense.
No, none of it is. I think they're just kind of like,
They
And
said
I
fuck
was-
it.
yeah, and they've obviously never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark either.
Yeah. If it's gold and is buried somewhere, do not open it.
It's the big no. But it's something that everyone wants.
But we have one last character big character to introduce ourselves to, and that's Stephen Dorff, who runs the 713. 713.
Yeah, Bureau 713. He's like the fucking he's like, because apparently I don't know if it'll like Christian Slater was in the Bureau apparently, and he was like he's like the no, you can't do that bullshit.
Oh yeah, but I know Stephen Dorff mainly from two things: one long time ago, one recent. Long time ago, if you're my age, Blade.
I have not seen that movie.
He's the main villain. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in that fucking, oh god damn it, where is it? Fear.com. Do you remember that movie, Tracy?
I don't.
It was like The Ring, but with a website.
Okay, kind of. But now that you said Blade, I remember him now from that. I was like, I knew that dude looked familiar. I was trying to, let's see what else.
Motherfucker was in Bucky Larson and Public Enemies. Like,
Never saw him.
World Trade Center.
Nope.
Oh, you haven't seen the Nick Cage one?
Nope.
Let's see, a bunch of random shit I'd never heard
Nope.
of. Most recent, oh yeah, that's right. He's in. He did a lot of TV, but the one that I remember him from is he was in this last season of Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, okay. I was about to say he did. He looked familiar, but I was like, I had that written somewhere under his name.
And I'm kind of hoping he's in the next season because I love that show.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I definitely need to check it out.
You really do.
Yeah, but we're cutting back everywhere in this movie because as soon as we see Stephen Dorff, just to get him into the movie, we go immediately back to Tara Reid getting chastised for cataloging the crate that she received.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be looking at it because she's an assistant, I think, right? Like it's her role. Like she's not
She's
actually
a
a doctor.
she's a grad assistant, so she's doing exactly what her fucking professor would want her to do.
Yeah, but and she knows more about it than
Yeah. Probably getting paid better than most grad students.
yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
But Christian Slater wakes up because he's passed out, like you said, and he wakes up to a phone call and sees one of his orphanage mate's house because he's disappeared. Which here's where it gets more confusing for you because he's like, yeah, cab driver. I'm a paranormal investigator. I do this, I do that. I fucking hunt aliens. Fuck them. The spouse, I can't talk about it, bitch.
It's ridiculous. I mean, there's like we gotta stop trying to make sense because this movie does not make sense. Like we cannot be rational humans thinking about this movie.
But he goes to this orphanage to talk to the nun who is slightly aged up for this scene.
She got
Yeah.
that holy water skincare.
And to tell her what happened. And she's just like, yeah, fuck privacy laws. Here you go. Here's information.
And then it cut like after that it cuts to another scene and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, can we stop like jumping from one scene to the other? No.
Oh, yeah, because we got to go get a brief lunch. We got to watch them eat lunch.
Because yeah, sure, why not?
Uh,
This movie's already fallen downhill from the start. So
oh, yes. And next, Christian Slater's like, yo, Tara Reid, I missed you, baby. And she's like,
and she hugs him and then like which feels so awkward that I burst out laughing. I was like, what the fuck? This does not feel real. But she slaps him and I'm like, why does that actually feel more real than the hug?
I don't know because, like, he is, baby, I went to the Amazon and got you an artifact. Here you go.
Fuck you,
Man, if these people, I do not believe these people are dating.
No.
And like, I'm sorry, this is fucking stupid.
You chose it.
I know.
Oh,
because
and
this is
then-
what, yeah. I'm just like, because now a power outage happens,
Sure.
and so everybody's just meandering around the fucking museum.
Because it's fucking not at the museum, but it's real people and not ancient.
And
Like people in history.
And it's
But they
long.
I was about to say, I want to talk about this part where she mentions like, she's like, oh, if you want someone to build a puzzle, why would you have the pieces from different countries and shit? Because that's what a puzzle is. Oh,
Also, yeah, I remember this ancient civilization spanned the globe.
exactly. Ugh.
Apparently, she failed. What's the name of this civilization again?
Abkhani.
Abkhani. Apparently, she failed Abkhani 101. Again, they're cutting around between Tara Reid, Christian Slater, and the security guard, and they moved like 5 feet. Cut.
Yeah, like I don't know, like there's so many jump cuts here. It's just like not even action, just like jump. Like it's almost as bad as if what's his name from WWE was directing an actual movie.
Kevin Dunn.
Yes.
Yeah, but we finally get something to happen.
The lights start flickering.
Well, I was going to say it. Finally, the Rob dies.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, yes, the emotion from Tara Reid when she was like, "Rob,
No.
But
All right, back to movie.
That's the way she acted. She was just like,
No, I
"Rob,
know, but
Rob."
no. Oh well, back to plot that doesn't exist.
So they both like book it and start running, and really a light jog. And the CG is rendering like 2 minutes behind them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we get to see these mercenaries just jump in. And they just start blasting.
They go,
It's
Like I don't
pow,
know.
pow.
Like I don't. What is this? Like they just show up and then they kill these people, or not people. They start blasting everything. But then it cuts to them. They're still fucking running. Like it's like these scenes are like desynced. Like a little bit, because then it's like, oh, we got to catch up and find our rescuers from 713.
Like if this was 1995, though, Stephen Dorff and Christian Slater could have made a really good 90s buddy comedy.
Yeah.
But this interaction ain't it.
No, because he's like, you can't do this. You can't do this bullshit.
You quit. I got tired of the agency getting in my way.
And I guess you and Boll is like one take, dude. He's like, one take. We're done. Got to move on.
He's like, I got coke in my trailer that I gotta get to.
I got critics to fight. I gotta get ready for my boxing match.
I got $20 million and only using $2 million of it for this movie. So let's do this. And then Christian Slater does like the easiest pickpocket ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Tara Reid and Christian Slater depart, and it is the coldest fucking action ever. And so is the next interaction with Stephen Dorff. But this dude who has been meeting Christian Slater, who I'm going to be calling Ducky from now on, from NCIS.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wearing fucking Google glasses, if you remember those.
Vaguely.
He's in this morgue doing an autopsy when Christian Slater shows up, and they find out there's some aliens attached to this fucking spine.
So this is where it gets like confusing as fuck, because I'm kind of supposed to bring in demons and
all that
others from a different dimension into the world to close the gate. But here, like, it's definitely like, here's this random xenomorph or whatever they want to call them.
Xenos.
That like, hey, these are aliens, and you're kind of like, what the fuck is it? And this is where we also find out that Christian Slater has one, but he got shocked and it killed it, so he's not compromised.
They call them Xenos. I call it copyright infringement. Personally. And then all of a sudden in the middle of this scene, like Ducky becomes fucking Q from goddamn James Bond.
Yeah.
And he's like, here, we got these special bullets that you only use once, but here you go.
Yeah, like I saw that and I was like, why couldn't they have just, where's that in my notes here? Oh yeah. So this is kind of like half-assed where they should have just called them fucking vampires, because I mean that's what they tried to, because it's called different light frequencies. Like why not just call it? And it's like photon accelerator with luminescent resin. So you're just trying to be Blade and Underworld at this point in time, like just vampires and be done with it, or like do something. And it's just like,
no, they're gonna go the extra mile, but not actually go the extra mile, and then just bullshit it.
Meanwhile, Tara is talking to the doctor who lived somehow.
Miraculously.
Yeah, and he goes back to his office where he experiments on a monster, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Y'all said it was all clear. And there's a trap monster there.
They were like, no, actually. Haha.
But he's like, I'm gonna do a blood transfusion, and when he rolls up that sleeve, he's like,
yes.
You see the track marks.
Yeah. He's got track marks. Like, he's been doing it already. He's like, I need my next fix. Don't judge me.
See, like, if earlier they had one of those aliens show up on him and not do anything to him, that might have been better to convey this whole, he's the lord of the fucking xenomorphs or xenos. Yeah. Like, that would have done a much better job in explaining that.
Yeah, definitely, but nope.
But this in like production staff did not have a continuity person.
Nope. They had a very fucking chuck it kind of appeal to it.
Because we have to throw in some more fucking narration, and the noir aspect of this movie is stupid as fuck. Because we have to cut like almost immediately after Christian Slater lays down or some shit, and Ducky is talking to Dorff about the info, but we immediately, or like we cut a few more times. Like 2 scenes later, he's at his home, and he and his wife are killed by the doctor, who's then he's infected with the symbiote.
Mm-hmm.
And again, great fucking delivery by Ducky here. Oh God, Sarah.
No.
I'm sorry. I probably had more inflection than he did.
Oh my God.
This is the first time I noticed that Volkswagen paid money to be a part of this movie.
Oh man.
It's endless.
Because this is where you see that yellow, like 2005 VW Bug. And I was looking back earlier because I was trying to find something, and that's when I noticed Christian Slater's just rolling around Vancouver, Canada in a Volkswagen. I think that's where most of this was filmed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They probably want their money back on that one.
She walks in, and like, to her credit, right when she walks in, she doesn't look like a softcore porn actress.
Uh-huh.
But,
No.
but no, she has to put on her glasses and put the hair up.
So
And
that makes her a softcore porn actress?
No, I said she looked like one. Damn, dude.
Oh.
Did you not hear me?
So was that saying that makes you look like one though?
Stacy
you're-
Keebler, motherfucker, damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, you referring her putting glasses on, putting her hair up, made her look like a softcore porn actress. I was like, why does it have to be that? Why can't you just put her glasses and put her hair up and not have to be judged by it, Pat?
Why are you trolling, man?
I just wonder why that's the line that it is for you.
Why are you trolling? I know you trolling.
No,
Yes, you are. You fucking liar.
no.
Because tell me that didn't remind you of some Cinemax movie.
Do you know somehow I skipped over Cinemax, just went through the hardcore stuff?
Fair. But I mean, I don't know if it's her decision or theirs, and I'm just like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah. All we know is she's crashing at Christian Slater's place. That's it.
oh yeah, just
Well, apparently,
We dated. I missed you, baby.
like there was some contract where she didn't want to be naked, but Uwe Boll was like, nah, he was trying to pressure her and all that. But
all right. We can talk about that now.
what?
Did y'all see the sex scene?
Yeah,
What?
What'd you watch it on?
Tubi.
like I was about to say Tubi because it was on there.
Did it show the Christian Slater Tara Reid sex scene?
I know.
I was about to say.
I do not remember it.
Well, like
It's, when I say sex scene, I'm like, it's 30 seconds and a bunch of nothing.
like that's
Well-
just taking off shirts, kissing. What would have been helpful? Christian Slater monologue.
Yeah.
But there's none in this one. It's just like, ooh, sexy. Sex time.
I
Done.
did not see that scene.
Oh, because you watched it on YouTube.
I watched it
Or
on Prime.
Prime. I
I don't remember
I
it
don't-
being on Tubi
Oh,
either.
I knew it was on Tubi. That's usually where I get the other movies that are like not that good.
Like, I don't remember it.
It's 30 seconds. She takes off her shirt and he rolls over and it's like, done. Yeah, Boll was like begging her to go nude in this movie.
Yeah, and she was like,
Yes,
Like,
I didn't-
like a fucking creep.
he was like, oh, I should have probably hired a European actress because they're not as strict with their bodies, so I can control them, like the government. But anyway, I digress.
You know how I had to find it? It was on a porn site.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why someone uploaded it to a porn site, but they did.
And what's sad? Someone probably got off to it.
Probably.
Like, I mean, do you? But still, like, if that's what you get off to, I probably need to do something more with your life.
Tara Reid wakes him up or some shit, and it's got to show him some constellations now.
Uh-huh.
Yay!
The program name, because I'm keeping track of this, Galactic Interferometry version 2.7.
But like, I can't make up its mind if it wanted to be Horror or not.
Or we're trying to be sci-fi, we're trying to be Stargate, we're trying to be everything.
Yeah. Whatever sticks.
But the lights flicker like a fucking ghost house you would go at during Halloween. Or it's like click, 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 click.
I was about to say, it's like that episode of SpongeBob where the lights flicker in the restaurant when they're working like the night shift, and it's like, ooh,
Nosferatu.
which that scared me more than this movie.
And he's attacked by his friend John, who he's been looking for. And he's just like, oh no, I killed my friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And there's a car parked in here too. And they were like, nah, fuck that. Let's not drive away. Let's run.
Because, yeah, why not? No, let's not do anything logical in this movie.
And he finally uses the gun that he was given by Ducky and kills one of these creatures. The only time you see these creatures really die. And he fades off like fucking Thanos just snap that finger.
Well, like you see him here, you see him like shoot up the end, but you don't really see like just dissolving dissolution, kind of like elimination. It's all kind of like, here you go.
But then we get to the best scene in the movie, and by best scene, I mean the fucking most horrible goddamn scene I've ever seen in my life.
Are you talking about the House of the Dead wannabe shot?
Yes.
God, that thing was so bad. It was so bad.
So we get some fucking Disturbed from Wish.com shit playing. I've never heard this song before.
It's giving very like the scene from Daredevil where they're training and Bring Me to Life plays, but instead of actually knowing that song, I don't.
But if you pause it at certain times when the light does flash on like Tara Reid, she's just like just moving her face, like just emotionless. I don't think she knew that they were going to light it up. And you said House of the Dead. See, I haven't seen that one.
Well, I'm talking like, remember the old House of the Dead, like.
Well, I played House of the Dead.
Yeah. Yes. Like, remember, like, that's what it reminds me is trying to play that.
It reminded me of fucking Doom in a way.
And by the way, it's a Rob Zombie song. No, Disturbed.
I said it sounded like, dude.
I know, but I had to go look at.
You didn't have to correct me. What Rob Zombie song is it? Because I've never heard that before. Shazam wouldn't even pick up the song.
Huh.
That's what I'm like. What the fuck you talking about? Maybe a Rob Zombie cover band.
It could be what we get on Thunderdome, the tertiary new metal band.
Ah, okay.
Because now, like, it sounds like Rob Zombie, and then it doesn't. Like, they want to be Rob Zombie, but they're not.
Did any of you watch the trailer to this movie?
No.
I haven't, no. But now I kind of want to.
It's fucking stupid.
Now I kind of want to.
Yeah, okay. All right. So y'all didn't watch the trailer, correct?
Correct.
Nope.
So you didn't know that the song they used in the trailer was I Stand Alone by Godsmack. They spent money for Godsmack just for the trailer.
Of course they would. Because they're like, oh, yeah, let's use the song and then not use it in the movie.
Like,
because
if you're thinking
I hate that bullshit.
2005 had to be Godsmack's fucking heyday.
Or
Or close to it.
Just an inch.
Right, Tracy?
Yeah, because you had that. You had Scorpion King. When was the Scorpion King movies?
What was it? 04 or 06? It was around that time. Because Ozfest was the biggest thing in that time.
Scorpion King was 2002.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's, yep. And then you had a month or two. Yeah, Ozfest was definitely, I mean, that was the primary metal festival throughout the time.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, why would you spend the money for Godsmack in the trailer but not use it anywhere in the movie?
Because they had to be like, well, we got to advertise something. Not
cost
the
of
movie.
The movie? I mean, cost of it, difference in royalties probably. Because Godsmack probably actually cost money for royalty wise. That in that movie, if I can't pick it up, would probably not they probably paid very little for that.
But this is where you see the alien actually kill someone or the Xeno,
Yeah.
and it looks horrible.
This make like the effects in this make because do y'all know, well, I'm sure Dad does, but like Beowulf from like 2007,
Yeah.
like the terrible ass animation, it makes that look like fucking like a masterpiece.
You remember that movie, Tracy?
Beowulf from 2000. I don't remember. No.
I
Oh.
figured you'd seen that one.
No.
Yeah, I know, Tracy.
I had to watch that for class.
Hey, why'd you
He
do that,
doesn't-
Tracy?
Well, you told me
What?
to run the clock, so I didn't know you were doing it.
I was running it too. I just said don't run it with everyone can see it.
Okay.
We started at the same time.
So I was just like, okay, I thought you weren't running it. So
No, I was running it. Don't worry.
okay. But no, like I have not seen Beowulf. I want to kind of, but I've not.
It's stupid. It's really stupid.
If
You're
you
not
like-
detracting me from it yet.
do you like Beowulf, the story?
Ish.
was
Without
about to say-
Beowulf, a lot of the stuff I like to read would not exist.
Well, exactly. But
Well, buddy,
this
let me
movie-
tell you what. You ain't gonna get the story in this movie.
it's sprinkled in, but it's so stupid.
Also, was that movie like horribly CGI'd as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like,
My cousin
Yeah.
worked on it.
yeah, I was about to say,
It was one of his first movies he worked on.
Oh, I bet he hated it, didn't he?
Yes.
yeah,
And ask him about the time he met or had to use Angelina Jolie as a model.
oh, it's so funny.
Next time I see him, I'll ask him.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's
He's
been,
gonna, he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
But I love this whole thing. My favorite part is Steven Dorff because he's like, yeah, it's not gonna work for me to be here on that shooting day. So I'll show up at the end. How about that?
Yeah.
That work for you, Yui? Okay, cool.
and I'll save the day.
Yeah. And he tries to stop Christian Slater, and now we have a whole bunch of now we have zombies.
Sure.
Like from Dawn of the fucking Dead
Yeah.
makeup. Dawn of the Dead makeup, and I'm talking about the 1978 one.
Oh God. About to say which one? That one.
We do more like a mortal-lit scene of violence for all of 5 seconds. And for some reason, we have two people who are looking around on their own, and they're like, the base is like, you're on your own.
Mhm.
I don't even know why that scene's there.
Yeah.
Did they
I don't
die?
know.
Did we?
Well, they have,
Did I
like-
miss them dying or something?
Probably.
Not that I know of. Well, I mean, everybody dies, but the three main characters.
No, the two. We'll talk about that.
Ooh.
So they now get into a chopper to go to a mine, and Steven Dorff's like, "Hey, we need more bodies, more bodies."
Bring them in.
And apparently, Steven Dorff and Christian Slater are now friends.
They're buddy now.
Just bury the hatch. Like, oh, you're not so fucked up after all. All right, here we go.
And they walk onto this set, like at the entrance of the mine, and it looks like Christian Slater's apartment. I swear to God.
Probably was. They're probably like, do it. Nobody will know.
But this whole time, he's like, we need bodies, and only 5 people go inside.
Yeah, that's
And for some reason, they keep cutting to this HQ, which is in their office.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to show sense of urgency that the HQ screwed as well. I don't.
I know.
I don't.
And they also
Jesus.
keep fucking like showing this generator
Uh-huh.
like getting fixed.
Because you know it's going to fail. Just to say,
Or-
hey,
2 scenes. 1, it's turned on. 2, it blows up. Done.
or just to have it blow up. Like, the generator's gone. Done. You ain't got to do nothing else. But you got to, we got to extend some tension and add about 30 seconds to a minute of time in this movie.
Man, tension. This is tension as if like I try on a pair of underwear and I lost, 10 inches.
Like,
That elastic ain't tensioning anymore. But the 5 that went down in there, or 6 or whatever, well, they're walking around in this cave when Marco falls in. And of course they had to name him Marco.
Polo.
So we can get a Marco joke.
Gets fucking sub-zeroed.
Marco.
Polo.
And then he does fall in this hole like it's goddamn Mortal Kombat.
And he's like dead.
Love doing that to people in that game. Uppercut down onto the spikes. Tracy, you with me here? You're talking and I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Tracy.
I fucking hit unmute and it wouldn't unmute. Okay. I remember that. It's been, God, that's in 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that in 2?
I think they did it in 2 as well.
Because 1's on the bridge that you could then
Yes.
cut them off of. And then,
It's actually in 1, 2, and 3.
okay.
Because the setting in the back changes though.
Uh-huh. But there's always that one map you're just like, uppercut. Yay.
Yeah, but so we have the final act going on, and part of it is this assault on the mercenaries, or 713.
713 instead of your normal alphabet agency, it's your numerical agency.
Why didn't they just say 1, 2, 3?
Too simple. or Sector 17.
Or 619. Booyaka, booyaka.
619. Sector 7. They should have just wrote it in with that.
Yeah, but all right, Ducky's got to show up for some reason in this scene so he can blow up the generator, so we can finally have that come full circle.
Yeah.
The final act is 15 minutes long, and it feels like goddamn 80.
Which is a talent, I guess, because, it's so short, but it feels so long because it's so goddamn boring.
To extend this, Stephen Dorff's like, hey, we need reinforcements or something. I'm getting Marco. Meanwhile, Marco is fucking dead to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies when this big cylinder falls on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's just double take? Dead again.
And so they find a tomb or something, and I think I'm the only one that's seen Star Trek 2 out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any Star Trek movies.
But in that movie, there's these worms that are in the sand that you see in one scene, and it looks like this. It looks like they ripped it straight off of Star Trek 2. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, or they tried to do Dune.
But this one worm bites the woman, which I guess these are a different type of alien now. These aren't Xenos. I don't know.
I don't either.
But
there were some choices here. That's all I know.
But she's moving around. She's jumping around. She's convulsing on the ground while they're trying to act like they're shooting things. And I felt sorry for her in that, having to act like that.
Just Weeble knows nothing to fuck what he's doing.
Miles, who they've been cutting back to this Miles dude for a while. And he's like, everything, or this woman's like, everything's out. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go.
You stay here.
This death is very badly done.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't every death in this movie? Death.
So this was the point I realized I wasn't watching the theatrical version. The theatrical version had the sex scene and didn't have this death scene.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of all this, I find the parents' guide, and it's fucking amazing.
Huh.
On IMDb, it's there are 7 F words, 12 scatological terms, so shit. 3 anatomical terms.
Penis.
6 mild obscenities.
Oh shit.
4 religious profanities and 4 religious explanations or exclamations, excuse me.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Not religious explanation.
The main characters and the one red shirt that's left go into a dusty ass room where they find out Christian Slater was there as a kid and that 713 did all this to Christian Slater.
Did what? Like, we don't ever tell what he's done besides worm on his spine. That's it. And we're never told why they do it either. Like, that's another problem. Like, why did they do these experiments? Are you creating super soldiers? Or are you wanting to do this?
And meanwhile, Stephen Dorff is like, well, fuck it. I'm going to do the most emotion in this movie right here, right now.
Yeah.
They find a secret room now where they have to play Legends of the Hidden Goddamn Temple.
Uh-huh.
When the doctor shows up. After
Yeah.
Meanwhile, forgot to mention that the doctor sent this whole ass team of aliens at him and wiped out the entire fucking 713. Except for one person. Because it was a bad edit. They left one person extra just hiding behind a crate, just doing this.
Don't die. That's all you can do.
And the doctor opens this door, and there's this deep ass cave with a bunch of aliens now.
We're just somewhere, they're all in there hiding and just like, oh shit.
Oh, but they were like, no, don't do that. And then they walk in, and then they're like, check that, fuck it, we're out. We go back to this HQ. I don't understand why we keep cutting to this HQ.
I don't either. Maybe trying to create a sense of urgency, like, oh god, they're on their own out here. Nobody can help them.
Oh no.
And Stephen Dorff is like, yo, I gotta blow up the place, y'all.
Run, I'll fall on it. I'll be the sacrificial lamb.
And then
Yeah,
they go
and
boom.
Slater's
Go
like,
boom, boom.
no, don't go. Don't, no.
No.
All right, bye, bitch.
Yeah.
And then it go boom boom.
Yeah, and so the cave blows up, and it looks like Stephen Dorff lives? Question mark.
Sure.
And like, he kind of moves, but I mean, there's no fucking way he survives that.
Oh,
Like,
no.
If there's
the
enough,
way he jumped, dude. The way he jumped reminded me of Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
where they jump, it's like,
Boom.
so, but like that seemed like he's near the blast, and that blast had enough force to blow shit out of the pipe, like meters, like hundreds of meters away. Like that would have been enough to turn him into mush. But
Oh,
somehow,
But he probably,
definitely has no hearing.
yeah,
At the very least. But suddenly it's daytime and Christian Slater, Taylor Reid come out of the orphanage, out of this.
right in front of it.
Yeah, which that was not there earlier.
No,
so it's like, well,
There was no fucking shed. Especially that wasn't attached to the house.
yeah,
they were like, yeah, sure.
But for some reason we have to fucking just stroll on into the orphanage house and just to show you that the nun is dead, and that's it.
That's it.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't know.
cool. We saw her in 2 scenes.
yeah.
Bah. I'm so fucking heartbroken. But as they're walking around, we get some 28 Days Later vibes. Much better movie. Any movie I've named tonight is a much better movie than this. Even Beowulf.
Yeah.
But the city's evacuated and somehow cars aren't working.
Yeah, like that's never explained.
That the HQ was kind of destroyed with some
Sure.
chairs flipped.
Oh yeah.
Or it's Stephen Dorff is a kind of alive because they show him breathing, but everyone else was wiped off the fucking face of the planet.
They meant this like a sequel, but also you see Christian Slater and her get attacked, Terry get attacked about something.
Yeah,
Evil Dead version.
yeah. We end on Evil Dead note,
Yeah.
but These monsters are attacking during the day when they explicitly said that they only attack at night. They made it a point to say they only attack at night.
Yeah, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing in this. Boll did not know what he was doing.
Yeah, and that wraps up this movie.
Thank God.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
We should pull your card because the two choices you've chosen have not been good movies.
Who said that I was trying to make good choices?
I'm
Well,
just
now
saying.
now I feel like I gotta repay the debt.
No, this is meant to be an enjoyable experience. Pick good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but if I pick something good, you may not like it, Tracy.
You don't know that.
But yeah, that does it for Alone in the Dark. Which did it win any golden raspberries? We have some.
It won a stinger or something.
That was the year Son of the Mask came out. I forgot. That's right. Yeah, Hayden Christensen won for episode 3.
For raspberry?
Yes.
Really?
And not the goddamn.
Like if you were talking part 2, I would have agreed with you. But part 3, he's actually pretty good in that.
I mean, it's not his fault. George Lucas can't write dialogue either.
No, true.
I hate sand.
Who won worst director? A movie I've never heard of with Jenny McCarthy. Dirty Love.
Never heard of it.
Oh yeah, that was also the year.
Rob Schneider won worst actor.
Yeah,
from Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
Oh,
sorry, Deuce Bigalow.
No, yeah, I was about to say, dude, that was the sequel, not the number one, not the first one.
So interestingly enough, the other video game movie I watched had Dwayne Johnson as Asher Sarge Mahoney in it, and he was nominated for a Razzie Award as well.
Oh,
but this came out in 2005, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the number 1 movie was episode 3, of course.
Oh.
And that was the year Goblet of Fire came out.
Oh.
King Kong.
King Kong was good.
It was okay. I prefer the original, but yeah, it's okay. Batman Begins.
I
barely remember that. I only like The Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, Coach Carter. That was a good movie. You can tell that this was a movie dump because it came out in January, and that's typically when bad movies come out.
Yay!
Because the week before this was Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler.
I think we went and saw that in theaters in high school.
It's just boring. It's not like the worst.
Let's see what else do we have here. Miss Congeniality 2. Triple X State of the Union. So Triple X 2 with Ice
Cube.
With Ice Cube, yeah. Yeah, this movie's terrible. We lost brain cells. The world's worse off because it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if say worse off, but it was it's not a good movie. And as I watched Doom because I watched this movie because I felt like this movie wanted to be Doom and it's not. Like Doom is a moderate, decent attempt at succeeding. Like it still has its issues and it's not great. It's not exactly good either, but I would watch Doom
a lot better than this
100 times before watching this one. Because I think part of it is also you have actual actors and actresses in Doom that are worth it down with Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike, and give them what you want to talk about, but The Rock's decent in his role in it as well. And it's not just, they don't treat it like they're planks of wood.
What about you, Alex? How you feeling about it?
I think this movie.
You're covering your mic.
Oh, sorry. I think this movie took like a year off my life. I'm not even 21 yet, and I feel dead. More than I already am because of. But this movie sucked. I didn't like it, and now I want to get revenge. Oh, you're laughing now, but wait till you see one of my recommendations.
Don't be doing this and taking it out at each other.
Because
I'm
he's-
in the crosshairs here. I don't want to be like. I'm just gonna start picking like happy-go-lucky movies the entire time. It's just like,
Yeah, this is definitely not recommend movie. The pacing's stupid. The editing's not good.
The acting.
The acting's stilted as fuck.
it is.
Yeah. They took their
Yue
paycheck.
Boll is not a good director.
He's not a great person, and he's not a good director. Like dude is unhinged.
The thing is, Christian Slater can act.
Oh yeah,
He
But
can.
was
He
just
just
like-
didn't want to for this one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. he did
He's
not
like,
give a
oh,
fuck.
did the check clear? Okay, thank you.
Definitely.
I just would love to know where this 20 million went to.
Christian Slater, and Tara Reid got 19 of it.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I hope so. The effects are bad even for 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Lord of the Rings and all that, it came out before, so they were like, oh,
Like, I don't even know if sci-fi would pay for this movie to be made.
Well, they
would
wouldn't.
not.
They
And
probably
sci-
tried to get sci-fi to pay for it and they're like, no, fam, we're good.
and we're talking about mid 2000 sci-fi with like fucking those shitty ass Hellraiser movies that they did. Ugh.
Yeah.
And some other made for TV stuff that just wasn't good.
Probably a lot better than this.
Oh no, Sharknado exists.
Somehow
Tried
that
to-
thing just got massive fucking.
That was a meme movie. I do not give a fuck. People do not. And yeah, so that does it for this
That movie.
shit fest of a movie.
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark. Never have to see it again. Never doing the sequel. If we do the sequel, I am out. I'm quitting.
Alex
I
is not
would-
threatening it, so
No, it's this one of my choices is gonna actually fry my dad's brain cells.
What?
No, I'm not telling.
When?
Whenever we do February,
Oh.
oh.
he
We're not
knows. He
doing
knows that.
Geely.
Oh, no, you found out.
See, that ain't hard for me to figure out.
No, I said
Really?
February,
Yeah, with Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
Oh,
and it's just chasing Amy, but not good.
gotcha.
Chasing Amy with Justin Bartha acting like he's got special needs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So, Tracy, what's on tap next week?
Next, we're going to do a classic that I think you two have seen and I have not. And we're doing the original Dracula.
Yep, the 1931 classic. Really good movie.
Will be good. And this is something that's probably going to need to be marked off my list for a long time. So, looking forward to
well,
it.
that's good.
The start of the Universal Monsters.
Mhm.
Would you consider it the start of the horror genre?
No. Why? No. Because Nosferatu exists.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably like gothic horror.
yeah.
Definitely.
Not like horror.
Yeah, and that will wrap today's episode. That
Glad we can.
I
get
think we
over
can
it.
talk a lot more about Dracula than we can this movie.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
were like, fuck it.
Let's get it over with. This is bad.
This movie didn't try, so we probably didn't even try, which is, you know what, commendable.
Yep.
Yep. So until next time, I love y'all. Peace out. I hate myself for suggesting this movie.
You made it. You made it happen.
I
made
just
the-
wanted to suggest something else.
And
Yep.
you were like, let's do the most terrible movie of all time. Literally, quite literally. Fair enough.
Yep.
It's spooky. Ooh.
Spooky, pooky.
Wasn't scary at all. Well, that does it here.
Yep.
Tune in next
Yep.
time on the 35mm podcast.
All right. Love y'all. Follow our stuff. other things.
Listen to our shit.
Pete, let me find this fucking stop recording. All right, holla.